Hello and welcome. My name is David, and as a hotel AI expert, I've seen firsthand the massive changes sweeping through our industry. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey with us. Now, if you're studying hospitality, you know that scheduling can be one of the toughest, most thankless jobs a manager has. But what we're going to explore today is how artificial intelligence is completely changing the game, turning one of the biggest headaches we face into a really incredible opportunity.
So here's our game plan for this session. First, we'll talk about why the old way of doing things is, well, pretty broken. Then we're going to dive into how AI can actually feel the pulse of a hotel to predict exactly what it needs. We'll check out some of the top AI tools you'll likely be using, and I'll give you a practical hands-on playbook for when you graduate. And finally, we'll talk about what it really feels like to work in a perfectly scheduled hotel. Sound good? Let's get started.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the end of guesswork. You know, for decades, scheduling has been more of an art than a science, right? It's all been about gut feelings, ridiculously complex spreadsheets, and a whole lot of stress. It's a process filled with last-minute phone calls and managers pulling their hair out. But that whole era is officially coming to a close.
I mean, we can all picture this manager, can't we? Buried under a mountain of paperwork, constantly putting out fires. That's a reactive management style, always one step behind. But the technology we have now allows us to make a massive shift from just reacting to what's happening to actually predicting what's coming. And that shift is going to completely transform what it means to be a great manager.
So what is the real difference here? Let's break it down. On the left, you've got the old way. It's just chaotic. It's manual, it takes up way too much time, and you're constantly scrambling to deal with sudden changes, which means your costs are all over the place. Now look at the AI-powered approach on the right. It's a whole different world. It's proactive. It uses data to see around the corner. The whole process is automated, and your costs are optimized in real time. We're moving from crisis management to crisis prevention.
Okay, on to our second section, the pulse of the hotel. And this is where things get really fascinating. To really get this shift, we need to understand how AI can literally read the pulse of a hotel. This is about so much more than just filling slots on a calendar. It's about deeply understanding the dynamic rhythm of your operation, minute by minute.
Just think about it for a second. A sudden thunderstorm can completely wipe out your patio dinner service, sending everyone rushing inside. Or a local festival that wasn't on your radar suddenly sends 100 people flooding your lobby bar. This volatility has always been the enemy of good scheduling. I mean, how can you possibly plan for the unexpected? Well, that's exactly where AI's unique power comes into play.
So how in the world does it work? Well, an AI scheduler isn't guessing, it's learning. It's constantly pulling in data from three key areas. First, it connects directly to your hotel's property management system to see in real time exactly how many guests are checking in. Second, it looks outside the hotel at things like weather forecasts, flight delays, even local events. And third, and trust me, this is a huge one, it knows all the local labor laws inside and out, so you never have to worry about compliance. It's this complete 360-degree view that makes the schedule so incredibly smart.
Now, this isn't some far-off concept for the future. This is happening right now. There are some incredibly powerful software platforms out there that are already becoming essential for any modern hotel. So, let's take a look at 4 of the top players that you'll most likely be working with in your careers. What's really interesting here is that each of these tools kind of has its own superpower. Think of Deputy as your demand matching expert. It's obsessed with making sure your front desk is perfectly staffed no matter how busy or slow it gets. Then you have Workforce Software. This one is the compliance king. It handles all the complex labor rules and even factors in employee preferences to help reduce burnout. Shiftboard is amazing for huge operations like resorts, using advanced forecasting to prevent those massive check-in lines we all hate. And Katana? It's a machine learning powerhouse, using a really cool metric called occupancy to labor to make your staffing incredibly precise and cost-effective. Okay, so knowing the tools is one thing, but knowing how to use them effectively, well, that's what's going to define your success as a future leader. So for all of you at Europe Hotel School, this next section is your actionable playbook for managing labor in the age of AI.
Your playbook has 3 simple but really powerful steps. First, trust the forecast. I know, your gut feeling as a manager is valuable, but the AI has thousands of data points you just don't. Let the data guide you. Second, empower your employees. Use the mobile apps that come with these systems. Let your team swap shifts and manage their availability.
This builds so much trust and helps with retention. And third, you have to monitor the labor cost percentage in real time. Let's dig into that one a bit more.
This metric right here is about to become your new best friend. In the past, you'd only find out you had a high labor bill at the end of the month, when it was way too late to do anything about it. But AI dashboards show you this percentage live. So, if your sales dip on a Wednesday afternoon, you can see the impact on your labor cost instantly and make smart adjustments, not panicked cuts. This is the absolute key to consistent profitability.
All right, as we start to wrap up, let's zoom out a little. The goal of all this amazing technology isn't just about efficiency for its own sake. It's about creating a better, healthier environment for everyone involved, your staff and your guests. It's about achieving a real harmony between your people and your technology.
And this is what that harmony actually looks like. When a hotel is well scheduled, your employees are happier, they feel respected, burnout goes way, way down. And what happens when your team feels good? Well, guest service goes through the roof. It frees you, the manager, from being stuck in the back office so you can be out on the floor leading. It creates this amazing positive feedback loop that, yes, ultimately drives profitability.
So if you remember just one thing from our talk today, please let it be this. AI is not here to replace managers, it's here to empower them, it's here to finally free them. By letting the technology handle all the complicated math of scheduling, we free up our human leaders to do what they do best. Coach their teams, connect with their guests, and create those truly memorable experiences that define great hospitality. So I'll leave you with this question to think about as you move forward in your amazing careers. The technology is only going to get smarter and more powerful, but the core principles of great leadership, those are timeless. As you step into your first management roles, always ask yourself, how will I use this powerful technology to serve my people first, creating an environment where both they and the business can truly thrive? Thank you.